Hello there, welcome to the Observer's Chat Show. Let's talk about EU. Joining me here today to discuss cross-border EU divorce rules is Renate Weber, Romanian lawyer and member of the European Parliament representing ALDE, the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe. Nessa Childers, Irish member of the European Parliament representing the group of the Progressive Alliance of Socialists and Democrats. And Tadeusz Zwiecka, Polish lawyer and broadcast journalist and also member of the European Parliament representing the EPP, the European People's Party. So you're all very welcome to the show. Thank you very much for coming to join me, and thank you very much for watching. So without further ado, let's talk about EU. So of the 122 million marriages registered in the European Union, 16 million of them are considered to be international, meaning that the couple are of different nationalities, or else they live together or apart in an EU member state that is not their own. And although marriage is about love, divorce is about business. And the number of international couples filing for divorce within the EU is rising, bringing about this idea of harmonising an EU regulation for cross-border divorce cases. So I'd like to ask my MEPs today to clear up this whole idea. What is the case? If I'm Irish, if I'm married to a Spaniard, but we're living in Belgium, what happens?
That is really a difficult question, because now we have 27 separate legal services in the European Union. In each member state we have other separate legal system about divorces. And of course, when we look about number of divorces in EU, in 2007 we had 140,000 divorces, international divorces. It is 13% that we see that is a lot of people who need a new regulation in European Union to help couples and especially children. Because that is a big problem for children when parents don't know on which legal system their divorces are going. And of course, the Commission first proposal measure to help international couples in 2006. It is little progress in there till today. And now 10 EU governments, that is Austria, Bulgaria, France, Greece, Hungary, Italy, Luxembourg, Romania, Slovenia and Spain, are willing to push enhanced cooperation to find a common solution.
And Romania is part of this group. Would you like to step in there and tell us why, first of all?
Well, I think it's extremely important. Probably... I have been working as a lawyer in the court, and I think that most of us, we do have friends who actually pass through such procedure, which are very painful anyway. But it's even more painful to live in a country and not to know which law is applicable to your separation, legal separation or divorce. And in this moment, we're facing a conflict of laws which cannot be in any way solved by the parties themselves. In this moment, the spouses are not allowed to choose the applicable law to them. This is, in fact, the novelty of this proposal, of this draft that will be actually in our hands pretty soon. The idea is, first of all, to allow the parties to have some flexibility in how to choose the legislation they want when they want to divorce. Of course, it's not a legislation without any relation to their marriage.
Ms. Childers, do you think this is where the EU should step in? I mean...
Yes, I do, absolutely. I think it's a very good example of harmonised, enhanced cooperation. And Ireland is not part of that group, and I actually think it should be. I'm quite disappointed in that. I would, in another kind of area, I was a counsellor and a psychotherapist, and I saw a great deal of harm being done by divorces that were handled in the wrong way. And now we're beginning to see in Ireland the problems associated with what we call forum shopping. People going from one country to the other, looking for the best deal in a couple where they don't agree, for maybe it could lead to exploitation of one member of the couple. And of course, child custody is a huge issue. So I really feel that it's very important.
And what about Poland?
Yes, of course. The Polish government, it's very interesting indeed. And in my country, we had support of adoption of the Rome-free regulation in 2008. And now we have a situation that Poland would like to actively participate in this enhanced cooperation group. And we have not question about if, but when the Poland's eventual membership of this group.
Because in Malta, you're not even allowed to get a divorce. It's completely illegal there. And the Council of Europe, do they not already have a convention for cross-border couples?
But it doesn't mean that the couples have the right, for example, to decide with law. And keep in mind one thing. Once the couple will decide, for example, to pick up a law, the court to which they will address will have the obligativity to apply that law. And this is something absolutely new, because this time we have to understand all the judges will have to know also the legislation of other countries. Moreover, the judges, exactly. Well, with the lawyers, more or less is their job very much, actually. I think that they will like this. But it's also about to explain to the parties which is the law better for both of them. This will help very much, I think, also this kind of amicable divorces, yes, friendly separation.
So we hope.
And we hope, and the fact it will not cost any more money to the European Union at all, and the cost for each party, that will be extremely limited. So, and this is very important. In this moment, we know very much that there are husbands with wives, spouses, which abuse the other by going first to the rush to the court, because they go there, they apply and find the best deal for themselves, exactly,
of course.
Not for the other as well. So, I think that everybody needs a protection, and this is what this enhanced cooperation is aiming at.
And there will be room for
all the countries.
For the weak person in this couple.
Yes, that's what I find good about it, is that there often is a weaker person, and also couples can bankrupt themselves by fighting each other, and this would be a way of actually forcing them to deal with the situation in an amicable way. And there are lawyers that specialise in that as well, collaborative lawyers. They probably would have an opportunity, to engage with this system. But I think anything that avoids damage and exploitation that then goes down through the years. I mean, you're not just talking about the time of divorce, but you're talking about 20, 30 years in the future with children reacting to this in their own way, which is something I've seen. So anything that keeps that limited, is a good thing.
I hope that is not a problem for 26 member states, because only in Malta divorces are not
allowed. So just to wrap it up there, unfortunately time is flying by. When will we see this actual enhanced cooperation come in?
Well, it will be pretty soon, in the sense that it will start to work. And the beauty of the enhanced cooperation is that once you have 9 member states, now we have 10, yes? To start this, all the other member states can jump in at any moment. So
I hear Germany is on the way. It's starting to...
Yeah, I hope so, because I think we speak first of all about the countries who have citizens in such international marriages. And they are
so
heavily
many multicultural couples. I mean, my generation is every second couple is from...
And that's the world, actually. Yeah. And it's important to say also that third state parties will also be in this kind of regulation. Exactly. Yeah. People who do not have the nationality of a member state, but who have concluding a marriage and they reside somewhere in a member state.
That's a very interesting topic. Okay, I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap it up there already. But thank you very much for joining us here. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to continue this debate, you can send us an email at video@euobserver.com or leave us a comment at the bottom. We will be back again next month with Let's Talk About EU, discussing the topic of enlargement and asking some MEPs where Europe's borders really are. But until then, thank you and goodbye.